Hi, good morning to all my dear students. In continuation to the human resource management subject that we have been discussing, today we would be starting off with a topic called job evaluation. This is for travel and tourism management semester 3rd. So today we are going to start off with job evaluation. In the previous class we have discussed about induction, placement and performance appraisal, the usefulness of performance appraisal. Today we are going to discuss about job evaluation. So job evaluation is a comparative process. Yeah. So we need to understand that job evaluation is a comparative process because it rates various jobs that are there in the organization, and on the basis of and it tries to establish value or derive worth of a particular job in a hierarchical basis. So job evaluation, so to understand job evaluation is a comparative process which helps the organization to derive worth or establish value of a job in a hierarchical basis. So let's say if we say a managerial position is well compensated than some jobs which are below the managerial level, the compensation, the remuneration, the benefits that are derived or that are given to various job roles is a result of job evaluation. That means, let's say for example, this is just a hypothetical example. Let's say for example, we're talking about a bank XYZ. So in a bank XYZ, we have seen numerous recruitment advertisement wherein it is publicly advertised that there's a position vacant for the position of a assistant manager in a bank XYZ. Salary 55,000. Yeah. So in the same way, we have received ads we have come across ads where there are position vacant for clerical jobs where the salaries would be around let's say 25 to 30,000. So we need to understand the reason why these two job roles, the job of a manager, and the job of a clerical, a clerk job of a clerical base of a clerical job, there's a difference in the remuneration, and the difference in the remuneration is derived. It's a calculated outcome of the compensation of both the manager as well as the clerk because of the job evaluation that is there in an organization. So let me read out what ILO has to say about job evaluation. So ILO says job evaluation is an attempt to determine and compare the demands which the normal performance of a particular job makes on normal workers without taking into account the individual abilities or performance of the workers concerned. So job evaluation is not concerned about according to the definition of ILO, it is not concerned about the quality of the position holder or the qualities or the qualifications of the position holder, but it is concerned about the value of the job. So the value of the job determines perks, benefits and remuneration. So let me again recap. So job evaluation is a comparative process. Why it's a comparative process? It is a comparative process because it compares various jobs that are there in organization, and basis of which the organization tries to establish the value of the job or the worth of the job in a hierarchical basis. So this is what job evaluation is. So let us now understand the objectives. Why is job evaluation there? Why do we need to have job evaluation? So we need to have job evaluation because, imagine a manager is being paid lower than his subordinate. So which is highly unlikely, or which is just a hypothetical case. But the way the job evaluation helps to determine this the salary packages, the compensation, and as a result of which there is fair pay. So as a result of which the people are paid according to the job positions they hold. So it creates a sense of equality. It creates a sense of satisfaction among the employees as well because of this. So objectives, number one objective is it provides a standard procedure for determining relative value of each job in an organization. Number two, it determines equitable wage differentials between different jobs in an organization. It helps to eliminate wage inequalities, ensures that wages are paid to all qualified employees for their work. It forms a basis of fixing incentives and bonus plans as well. So it provides information for work organization, employee selection, placement, training, and numerous other activities. So this is the objective of job evaluation. So let us all see the advantages. What are the advantages of job evaluation? So this advantages that we are going to discuss, or I'm going to explain you about is it's a publication from ILO, which is mentioned here. So we start with the point one. It says job evaluation being a logical process and objective techniques helps in developing equitable and consistent wage and salary structure based on the relative worth of the job. So number one advantage is it helps to create equitable and consistent wage and salary structure. So unless we have job evaluation, it becomes very one of the major reasons why job evaluation is there is to establish equitable and consistent wage and salary structure according to the worth of the organization. So this is our advantage number one. Number two is by eliminating wage differentials within the job organization, job evaluation helps in minimizing conflict between labor unions and management. This is very important. So when there is equitable distribution of income, when people are paid accordingly according to the job positions they hold, there would be there would be less, or there would be minimization of conflict between the unions and the management. This is the second advantage. So job evaluation simplifies wage administration by establishing uniformity in wage rate. Fairly simple. It provides a logical basis for wage negotiations and collective bargaining as well. So these are the advantages of job evaluation. So the drawbacks, this is the last topic. So drawbacks of job evaluation. So job evaluation is susceptible because of human error and subjective judgment. So there could be human error. So while people in the management are trying to they are evaluating the jobs, there could be a human error. There could be some points or some major factors that the person who is evaluating the job might miss and lead to a miscalculation of the job, and hence which might directly impact the wage structure for the particular job and in comparison with other jobs as well. And subjective judgment. So So this could be a it could also arise on the basis of biasness. There could be subjective judgment. There could be people who would be preferring a job. Let's say, for example, I am a chef in a hotel industry. Maybe I would be someone who would value or give worth to the value of a chef more than any other job roles that are there in the organization, which might result in subjective judgment and biasness, which would lead to mislead, which would create a wrong job evaluation or false job evaluation, and which might create conflicts between the labor unions and the management. This is the first point. So there is variation between wage fixed through job evaluation and market forces. Yeah. So we need to understand that there is something called minimum wages. Yeah. Even in our state, we need to abide by the state laws. So there are so there is always there is a variation between wages fixed through job evaluation. So the wages fixed through job evaluation are internal in nature, yeah, and market forces are something which are determined according to the demand and supply of labor, possessing a particular quality, possessing qualification. So there could always be a variation, and which is a disadvantage for job evaluation. So the next point we have is job evaluation is a time-consuming process which requires specialized technical personnel to undertake it, and this is likely to be costly too. So job evaluation is a lengthy process, and it would require technical personnel to undertake the job evaluation in an organization, which is very costly in nature as well as. So it is not cost effective. It is an additional burden upon the organization to meet the cost. So job evaluation, given the changes in job contents and work conditions, frequent evaluation of job is essential. So like we've already, the point number 4 says it is a lengthy process. It's a long process, and it is it requires the organization to spend. It is costly in nature, and to understand with the dynamics in the modern market conditions, the jobs continue to change. Yeah, the contents in the job and work conditions, they change frequently, and when there are frequent changes in the working conditions in the market, it also requires frequent job evaluation, which is already a lengthy process and costly as well. So at the end, it is going to impact, or it is going to bear a huge cost upon the company. So just doing a recap of whatever we have studied today. So job evaluation is a comparative process wherein the various jobs in an organizations are compared, and basis which the management tries to derive a relative worth or value of the job on a basis, on hierarchical basis. So we have discussed the advantages, we have discussed the disadvantages of job evaluation. With this, we complete the session for the day. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.